Over the years, the so-called dark web has become so popular that most people are aware of the mysterious yet intriguing net of illegal services, items, and content. Countless stories have been shared online by people that took it upon themselves to dive into the dark web. While a lot of these stories are either fake or impossible to find, there's no doubt that some sketchy and even horrifying items can be purchased from the various stores and markets hiding in the shadows. Here are just a few examples of what is sold and bought on the dark web. Number 5. On the dark web, there are apparently many sites, forums, and chat rooms where visitors can talk to professional hitmen. The exact details of this business depend on what site is being used. Either way, this service is one of the most popular ones available, with reportedly hundreds of exchanges a day. Most of the time, visitors are only able to find these pages if they know someone that has used the service before or understands the complex work of research on the dark web. According to stories shared by curious web surfers and even former customers of this service, it's relatively easy to book a job. Once you're on the site, it takes little to no effort to message one of the many allegedly professional hitmen available for work. There's not much chatting between customers and hitmen. For the most part, a customer would just describe what they're looking for and provide the vital information of their desired victim. Payment can occur before the job is done, or half before and half after. There have been obvious cases where people have been ripped off, but anonymous users have described successful hits from their hitmen. The really horrifying part of this service is that there are virtually no cases of dark web hitmen or victims being caught by the police. There were 2 isolated cases in which investigators first assumed dark web hitmen were at fault. These cases were both dismissed, which implies that the job is done in a clean and timely manner. Unless you're visiting the dark web yourself, it's nearly impossible to find information about what something like this would cost. Of course, it likely depends on the work being requested, but there's no doubt that some real hitmen have at some point or another hit the jackpot. This is also true for the fake hitmen sites that decrease credibility for what is considered a very serious crime. While this online purchase won't award you a physical prize, it's one of the most unsettling services for sale on the dark web, meaning that we highly suggest you stay away from sites like these, or the dark web as a whole. Number 4. If you were told that you could buy someone's soul on the internet, you would immediately assume it was a scam. However, there are some paranormal enthusiasts that believe the products are genuine and represent a scary or spooky side of the dark web. Reports and a few impossible to locate screenshots have made their way around the surface web in the last few years that show random dark web sites and claim to extract, store, and sell human spirits in medical tubes and magic-looking bottles. Allegedly, there are forums and market sites that are completely dedicated to this product. In some cases, the souls are sold on general dark web markets next to weapons and credit card information. This screenshot, shared by mensxp.com, was taken from a general black market dark web site. It shows 2 statues that seem to be religious or spiritual figures. The item on the left promises spirits that will help change your life. The item on the right explains that the spirits it holds belong to miners whom passed in tragic ways. They cost about the same, between $120 and $158, and both shipped from Thailand. This is just one example of these products, and apparently souls are rarely sold within statues on the dark web, making this post something special. Again, there's no way to confirm if souls actually reside in these items, seeing as there's no science to back these claims or even debunk them. If you're someone who is spiritual or has a strong religion, you might believe that the souls are real, or at the very least that they're part of a sick and offensive joke aimed to beat customers out of their money. There haven't been any explanations of why these pages are selling souls. No one knows how they got them, although you can imagine it wouldn't be through a pleasant meeting. Furthermore, it's unclear exactly what a customer would do with such a product. Theories range from black market purposes to a cover-up operation that is actually selling something much worse, although it's difficult to think of anything worse than selling a person's soul, if that's even possible. Number 3. A recently trending topic online centers around mystery boxes that YouTubers and consumers are purchasing on the dark web. Once you've gained access, it's apparently very easy to find different platforms selling these mysterious boxes. The price varies by box and the quantity of the items you'd like included in your shipment, but some sets are as low as $20. Based on box opening videos, it seems that some purchases are relatively innocent and only sell fake items to get a scare out of the customer, such as fake blood and putty made to look like organs. Other boxes include things that are much more dangerous, such as vials of random chemicals. Although the tubes are labeled with each chemical's name, if someone doesn't have the necessary knowledge of chemistry, they could harm themselves or get sick from opening the chemical they shouldn't have. It seems the tubes are rarely labeled as dangerous, which can easily cause a tragic accident, especially when the mixing of the fluids occur. On that same note, there have been reports of people receiving tubes from the dark web, and in these boxes, they contain viruses such as Ebola and tuberculosis. It goes without saying that this can lead to inevitable illness and harm. Mindseed TV is a popular YouTuber that features creepy, paranormal, and weird topics. This channel is also well known because the creators have covered multiple dark web mystery box unboxings. This couple has apparently ordered several boxes, as well as other weird purchases from the dark web, and they are a starting point for anyone interested in some of the products available. In one particular video, uploaded in August of 2018, the couple opens a mystery box to find the backpack and clothing of a young child. They tried not to assume the worst, but when it comes to the dark web, there's no telling what horrors you may come across. As if that weren't creepy enough, the box also included a smaller leather briefcase. Inside, 2 dolls were wrapped in cellophane. Once they were fully unwrapped, it was easy to see that they were some sort of voodoo doll. It's possible that these freaky handmade dolls were just intended to scare the customers. However, a small lock of hair wrapped around each one of the dolls really drove the point home that there may have been a dark and twisted purpose behind these awkward dolls. Number 2. Another great example of the strange content you can find inside your dark web mystery box was actually just uploaded about a week ago in August of 2020. Crypto NWO is another popular YouTuber that covers strange, paranormal, and outrageous content. In this video, he was covering another unboxing and came across a few things that scared him more than the boxes before. In fact, something in the box was so disturbing and disgusting that it literally caused him to vomit. A lot of the first few items in the box were standard. There was an adult toy, some candy, countless tubes of random chemicals, most of the stuff that you'd come to expect after watching a few related uploads. As he made his way through the box, he started to pull things out that were more unsettling than the others. The first one that should be mentioned, which was actually one of the last items, was a clear container with a green top. Inside the small jar, there was an unknown material submerged in crimson red liquid, which was obviously assumed to be something from a victim. After picking up the container initially, the YouTuber throws it to the ground as he freaks out, questioning over and over again, what is that? He finally picks it up and gives the camera a close look. It clearly looked like brain matter inside the jar, but it's likely it was just putty or toys used to scare the customer. However, the last thing that he decided to open was undeniably real and unbelievably creepy, not to mention completely gross as well. This item came inside a smaller box within the larger set. As soon as the box was pulled out, the YouTuber began gagging and ran away from it, as it was apparently emitting an unbearable stench that he couldn't place. It takes him several minutes to open the box and pull out the plastic bag inside, all while on the verge of losing the contents of his stomach. Finally, it's revealed that the box contained a double plastic-wrapped bag of rats or mice. It goes without saying that these creatures were no longer alive, and that this was the cause of the harsh scent. Again, this could be brushed off as just another creepy addition to make the box more interesting, but anyone willing to send such things to another person is without a doubt deviant. Number 1. Although there's no solid proof of these purchases, rumors from customers and even investigators have surfaced, virtually confirming that you can buy organs online. On many dark web websites, you can buy medical equipment and supplies for much cheaper than regular price. These markets attract a multitude of customers with varying intentions, including very disgusting ones. There's no way to confirm what a person's intentions can be with these items, but stories and rumors suggest that these purchases are made by very ill people who can't afford or locate proper medical care. There are also some rare options in which the customer can schedule an amateur surgeon to operate for a fraction of the price of big hospitals. There are likely some horror stories from such purchases, and while this thought is unsettling, these things are tiny in comparison to buying actual organs. Again, it's suspected that these products are mostly bought by sick people awaiting transplants. Obviously, that seems harmless enough, considering the fact that healthcare is properly provided in some countries. It's easy to forget that these items had to come from humans, and it's likely some of these humans were still alive during the time of organ removal. This market is one of very few that investigators have tried to uncover. Despite their dedicated research and dark web pros, services and products such as these seem to be under tight wraps, and once again are only located after a customer is given information from someone with a hookup, or pay their way to the website. When considering these purchases, it's important to remember that not every customer is buying a heart or liver for their own health. The dark web can be a cesspool of twisted individuals with deviant desires and cravings. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to click that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to keep up to date with all of our future uploads. But I've been Ty Knotts, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.